Greetings, pro wrestling fans, and thank you for joining us at the Pro Wrestling LookBack Podcast. I'm Nick, and I'm sitting here with...
The Heartbreak Kid, Don Michaels.
Oh, man.
That's right.
In
the flesh.
All I got to say is I'm happy you saved that because I know we did a couple test runs before we hit record, and you didn't want to use your name up.
Yeah,
I'm happy that you didn't. Wow.
It's a thing. Like, I really don't put that much thought into them. When I get them, I feel like they're going to stick. So I don't want to use them during the test. It ruins the...
Oh, of course.
I'm
sure any listeners we do have are appreciating the, enthusiasm and fun at the beginning of the episode.
Funny story for you, quick. Where was I? I was getting a pair of jeans stitched up at a store, and I had to spell my name for this European lady.
Yeah.
Donovan.
Tell me you cracked up when you had to tell
I did in my head. I was like, but it's a real thing. People think it's Don with an A or Vin. So
hey,
that's
you might
the
as well.
story.
I got to be honest. I don't know if I knew how to spell it right off the bat.
There you go.
It's pretty good. But yeah, this is the Pro Wrestling LookBack Podcast. This is going to be a roundtable edition. It's going to be episode 3 of the roundtable. It's just kind of going to be an across the table. Yeah. But it's me and Don sitting in. We might have Younger in for part 2 of this episode when we do our little break. We might get him in on a phone call and kind of just get his opinions on the Money in the Bank winners. I want to get, curious what he thought of those. But until that happens, it's just going to be me and Don sitting in. So thanks for checking out the show. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at PWLookBack. Facebook and YouTube is Pro Wrestling LookBack. The website, obviously, of course, prowrestlinglookback.wordpress.com. All the videos are on the website as well. Just another place for you to listen and check those out. Email prowrestlinglookback@gmail.com. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if you want to check out our personal Twitters. We'll get that in quick. At Salsa, SCELSA.
And mine is at New School Money.
Shout out Younger. We need you here to spell that, but it's all good. Yeah, we don't really have too much specifics to go into for this episode. We're kind of just going to freeball it and have some pro wrestling topics, brought up. We had Money in the Bank on the weekend. And I guess, it'd be pretty bad if we didn't mention Takeover as well.
Ah, yes.
So, I don't know. What was your standout for the two shows?
Well, I have yet to see the entire Takeover event. And from what I've heard from my peers is that
the rest of the PWLookBack.
I've probably seen the worst part of the show. Not the worst part, but I missed the better half, I feel like.
Yeah, the first 2 matches. I guess you stuck around. You got here late, so you saw, the last 2 matches or 3 matches?
Yeah, I think the last 2, honestly, yeah. I seen the...
Championship, Aleister Black and Lars.
Yeah.
And then you saw the street fight with Ciampa and Gargano, which was pretty awesome.
No, yeah, so I enjoyed that.
Kind of hard to top what they've done already, but pretty, I would say a good match and good pay-per-view as a whole. But yeah, you definitely missed out on probably the best parts of it being at the very beginning. Probably, I guess I would agree with everyone else, probably the better show of the 2 in the weekend, but I enjoyed Money in the Bank. I thought that was a pretty good pay-per-view as well. You're looking at me with a face that doesn't say the same.
I don't know if I felt the same, yeah. I didn't like... I'm not gonna, harp on it too much, but I didn't like the fact that Braun got the briefcase and he doesn't need it. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think almost anybody in that match not even deserved, that's the wrong word, needed the briefcase because Braun, like you just said, he doesn't need it. He could have easily been the challenger for Brock or for the champion without having a briefcase needed in that at all. So I totally agree with that. I like the whole Alexa Bliss thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Her, doing the whole cash in the same night. It's only happened twice before. I think it was, what's Sandow? No.
Kane did it.
Kane, my bad. Yeah. It was Kane and Dean Ambrose were the 2 people that, I don't know why I thought Sandow did. Did Sandow even win the Money in the Bank?
He did,
Yeah,
yes.
we talked about that in the last show. Check that out. Money in the Bank winners look back. In the look back section of the Pro Wrestling LookBack.
A lot of look backs.
A lot of look backs. Too many look backs. Yeah, that's an inside joke for us. But yeah, I don't know. I think it would be pretty bad if we didn't mention the passing of Big Man Vader.
Yeah.
Had a little tribute for him. We figured we'd bring that up.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Well, it's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
Little Vader tribute, Shout out Vader. He was a good guy. Shout out to, not that he's listening at this point. I highly doubt he's listening to this show, but one of my older buddies, Blair Beckett, he always loved Vader. Anytime we played the video games, he...
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he always picked Vader, and he loved Vader. So, shout out to Vader, and sorry about the passing. And I mean, I think he knew it was coming, but it's still sad. Doesn't change much.
Yeah.
Had a few passings in my... people close to me recently, so I can feel for Vader on that one. And anybody close to him.
Yeah. Just to quickly, touch on that a bit. I didn't see much of his WCW stuff live, obviously. I've went back and watched some stuff with him and Sting and the whole Big Van Vader. I really seen him a lot when he was in the WWF at the time.
Yeah, I didn't see any of his run. I got to be honest. I mean, I've kind of come to the conclusion at this point. This is a little bit off topic, but I would definitely. I think we should start classifying me as a newer fan.
Yeah.
Because even though that I watched a little bit in 04 and 05, I mean, I was more younger and I was just watching because it was, you know what I mean? It was something new that I'd never seen before. At this point, like, my true fandom, I would say, started in 2015, the end of 2014, so that would classify me as a newer fan. So, I don't know. I can take that realm and, I don't know, even younger. I mean, he's a newer fan as well, but he's seen some older stuff too. So, I don't know. I guess me and him will take the reins of that part of the PW look back. And
no pun intended on taking the reins, eh?
Oh, fuck me. I don't want to get into that.
But anyway, yeah. I
on Vader, yeah. I didn't mean to get off topic.
A lot of his stuff, with Cornette as his manager and him in the main event title picture. I'm pretty sure he never held the WWE title.
No?
I don't know if he held actually any belts in the WWF.
But he did hold some WCW.
Yeah, he was
decent belts,
yeah,
right?
Definitely, yes.
But I remember I heard, shout out Wade Keller, I heard him talking about Vader today, and he mentioned that how he had signed kind of in the WWE early, like before, like he signed with WWE in like 1996. So when he was in WCW, it was way before all of the Monday Night War stuff. As far
yes.
As, yeah.
Yeah.
So his run, he was more in WWE. Did he go back to WCW at some point?
After he was out of the WWE, he may have went back. I don't know. I don't want to say he did because I don't know for sure. Or he could have been done. He's done a lot of stuff in Japan too. Like that. I know he's done some good stuff over there.
Yeah, for sure. So, shout out to Vader and his whole career, and hopefully they induct him in the fucking Hall of Fame this year. I don't know what's been the weight on that. I don't really want to go too deep down that road, but definitely something that should have happened already.
I don't want to go too far down this path, obviously, of Hall of Fame inductions so early, but I know, like, we know traditionally they have one legend from the past who's no longer with us. Usually they put one at a time. And I think,
but you shouldn't wait for the guy to die.
I know, no, it's ridiculous.
Come on.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sure somebody of the last few years would easily have taken the seat.
For Vader.
For Vader, absolutely. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I think I was just saying that I know. I think Bam Bam Bigelow might be rumored to go in because he didn't go in last year, and there was a lot of talk of that happening.
And they're very similar guys. You think they put them into the Hall of Fame at the same time?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they would either.
So
just from the outside looking in, again, as a newer fan, I guess I don't know if I'm calling you know what I mean. They're very similar.
Two big men that could do a fucking moonsault.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to put both of them in the Hall of Fame in the same year. But yeah. Any other thoughts other than Vader? Again, shout out to Vader. Any other thoughts
on Money in the Bank?
Yeah, from Money in the Bank. I mean, we had Lashley defeating Sami Zayn. We talked about Alexa Bliss and Strowman winning the Money in the Banks. What about AJ Styles? Kind of finishing up, putting a bow tie on the Nakamura feud.
Yeah, they had a good match. That was probably my favorite match of the night. Honestly,
I would agree. I think it was really long. Like, I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, I know
they probably find out.
Probably a good 30 minutes. It felt like.
I think it was at least 28, 30. Yeah, something like that. I'll see if I can get a time on that. But yeah, I thought that match was really good. The finish to me was really cool. I like how he did the what was it, the fucking Styles Clash?
Yeah.
Outside or off the stairs onto the floor. You kind of weren't sure if that was the end of the match, and then Nakamura got up. AJ kicked him in the balls.
Yeah.
Which fits with the whole storyline that they've been doing. He gets back in the ring. Nakamura still gets up again at 9?
Yep, right towards the end.
Yeah, AJ phenomenal forearm to the outside of the ring towards the announce tables, and then they kind of fell onto the announce tables and broke the tables. So a good finish. I mean, I'm not too happy about it being a Nakamura fan. Going into Mania, I really thought Nakamura was going to be walking out of this feud with the belt, but I understand AJ getting it. He's a franchise guy, and he's a guy that deserves to be champion. And something totally unrelated to any of that is I seen the video game release this week, and him being on the cover of the video game is definitely something they're going to want to keep him as champion through the summer.
Yeah, and that's huge.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to him being on the video game. He's a huge video game fan in general, so I'm sure that's not only a big deal for him in general, but the fact that he's a big video game lover. I'm sure that's going to be something he, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Random question I have for you about AJ. So how long would you predict maybe that he's going to hold this WWE title for? Do you think we got a little more time, or what's your prediction on that?
I think we'll go towards Rumble.
Yeah.
I think he'll get through the summer. I think he'll definitely get through. We haven't mentioned it, but shout out to Rusev winning the Gauntlet match on SmackDown this week. Number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. Definitely really cool. I don't think the fans are going to know who to cheer for in that match. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. And I just see AJ getting through Rusev, getting through almost anyone really at SmackDown or at SummerSlam on SmackDown. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good competitor. Maybe Joe's on SmackDown still, right? Yeah. So maybe,
Joe. They could definitely.
Maybe Joe will be the one who challenges him going into SummerSlam, because I don't think it's going to be Daniel Bryan at this point. I think we're definitely getting a Miz Daniel Bryan
at SummerSlam, or
most likely, in my opinion. Yeah, but I would say at least till the Rumble, around there. If not all the way to Mania, but probably till the Rumble. Yeah.
I would like to see him. I'd like to see him continue to hold the belt. So, yeah, I'm not expecting Rusev to win, but I think what that is like it'll be a good showcase for him to let the people in the back know, like
Rusev.
Yeah, like that's his time to shine, man. And
like I said, the fans are definitely going to be happy about it. I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed that he's finally getting a shot or a crack at this title and a main title.
Well, yeah, and he's got a great dance partner in fucking AJ Styles. You know what I mean? Who better to go at it with?
I think AJ could put on a 3.5-star match with me.
Yeah,
and I can barely run the ropes 3 times without getting winded. So I don't doubt for a second that that'll be a really good match.
I'm wondering, because it is Extreme Rules. Maybe they'll work in a stipulation in the weeks coming.
I hope not. I kind of want to just see a regular match. I think we've seen enough of AJ.
But it's Extreme Rules.
Yeah, that is true. That kind of saddens me. I feel like we've seen enough of AJ in specialty matches in the last
because we just got
2
him
months.
in
We had him in Last Man Standing. What was their other match? I already forget.
I don't know if they had a stipulation in their
Mania. There wasn't a stipulation. And I don't think Greatest Royal Rumble, but didn't they have another match?
No, it just feels that way because they did a lot of shit.
Outside of the ring?
I don't blame you for
Yeah. I don't know. But anything else that stands out to you huge from Money in the Bank this year? How about Ronda? How'd she do? What's your opinions?
I'm
sure we can get some opinions on CM Punk from you after, too.
I was enjoying the Ronda Rousey match. Yeah, it was good.
I thought she did a great job. I think she's done a fantastic job in both matches that she's done so far.
Yeah.
I think we can give her. We got a new sound effects machine here at the Pro Wrestling LookBack, so let's see how it works. Ronda,
give it up.
Give it up for Ronda Rousey,
Definitely.
ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a round of applause. I got something for one other sound effect. Sorry, this is just totally. I'll let you get into Ronda, but I just have something for the crowd in Chicago. I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, but the crowd in Chicago during the Roman Reigns Jinder match, this is what I think of you guys. I'm sorry. But I just think I'm not a fan. Trust me. Listen to anything we've put out on the PW Look Back, and I'm not a fan. I might be a little bit of a fan of Jinder just because I get behind the fact that he's a real heel. But that was very disrespectful. Yeah, crack a beer to that. Because to me, it wasn't, I don't know. It wasn't a way you should treat two professionals. And that's just my opinion. I don't want to get too much hate. I mean, send it but my way if you feel that way. But
that's WWE
personal
in Chicago.
opinions of I don't know. I shouldn't be surprised, and I think it's just me trying to get in the sound effects machine because it's new.
No, cool. The crowd they were wild.
They were wild.
As they usually are.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Chicago.
But
great crowd.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I didn't want to not to swerve away from Ronda, but man, am I glad they took the belt off Nia. I was not a fan of her weird. 1 minute I'm a heel, 1 minute I'm a face, 1 minute I'm a heel, 1 minute like I feel like it wasn't working. I think it all came full circle, and this is why Alexa Bliss regained the belt because she just had it back before Mania for how long?
Yeah.
It
is weird that they went back to Alexa. I think it was a good way. I think I said it before the match even started. If Ronda's going to win, she's going to win. And if she's going to lose, she's going to lose unfairly.
Yeah, we did talk about it
do you
being
know what I mean? She's not going to lose clean. It's not like Nia Jax is A, going to tap her out, or B, going to beat her clean in the ring. Something's going to happen, and that's exactly what we got.
Yeah, a hokey finish.
Exactly. Probably not much to go into. I don't know if we should turn this into a Money in the Bank review, but I know there's definitely one other match.
Yes, I just wanted to quickly
that you wanted to bring up because I don't think we need to get much into Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. Maybe talk for a minute about it. Daniel Bryan beating Big Cass with the submission. 2 days later, Big Cass gets suspended. Released.
Yeah.
Suspended. What the fuck am I saying?
He'll be
it's
back.
All good. I guess that's why we have the magic of editing. But I can bet you 100% that that's not going to get edited out.
I lied. That's what it was. I lied to you.
About what?
When I said that AJ and Nakamura was my favorite match. Because it was definitely Seth Rollins and Elias.
Yeah, that match was good. I'll give him that.
That was my match.
I think they listened to Drew McIntyre, that's for sure, after his tweet calling out the WWE.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh, yeah, he called out the whole roster, basically said, you guys should be watching NXT TakeOver right now, because this is what
Really?
you should be doing, basically.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
This is my first time hearing
If you
that.
can keep the mic going, I can try and find the tweet. But
That's fucking hilarious.
it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know.
Man, he's went like leaps and bounds. How much better he's gotten all around.
It shows what leaving for a little bit and coming back can do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull up the tweet, but basically what he did is what I said. He kind of had it. He called out the roster basically and said, "Step it up." So
yeah.
How did you feel about them throwing the green pants on Elias?
It was a good.
It was a good way to switch it up. I told you, any casual fan, they must have been watching this match going, "Who's who?"
Well, yeah, that's what I said. If you had someone who didn't watch wrestling and seen this match and they were both wearing black, it's like, are these guys? Is he the bigger brother?
Yeah. Well, man, I told you back when I first got back into it, I didn't know who Seth or Roman were, and I used to get them confused.
Yeah, I don't blame you. They did look very similar.
So now, obviously, I mean, I watched the product enough at this point, but yeah, definitely one of the better matches on the show, and I don't know, probably leave it at that.
Well, yeah, but speaking of,
do you want to talk a little bit on Big Cass being
no,
released?
No,
I'm upset in the sense that I thought that they could have done a lot with the character.
Yeah,
I remember being upset after the match. I know we're jumping back and forth between Big Cass and the Seth and Elias match, but Big Cass, I think they could have done more with him, and I was upset when he tapped out, but clearly he tapped out for a reason because I think he upset them, and I heard something about him drunk in public or something. I don't know. Don't quote us here at the PW Look Back, but I heard he was. I don't know. Basically, he already had heat.
Yeah.
With the company anyway, for the thing with the little person that he did. So.
And I mean, I think you said it to me off record about, like, you know, if you fuck around, then you're out of here, type of deal.
Yeah, they show you the door.
And you know what, dude? They have enough fucking people on this roster as it is.
200
some
and
guys
something.
that they don't
Shout
know.
out to Wrestling Soup. They said that on one of their episodes in the past. 250, I think 230.
Yeah, is that counting
Signed.
NXT or what?
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah,
but
like-
still, that's like people signed, including development talent, everyone.
They
Like,
don't-
that's
yeah.
crazy. It's a lot of people, man. But yeah, I guess, like I said, overall, Money in the Bank was a decent pay-per-view, and I'm sure we're looking forward to Extreme Rules coming up here in another month.
Yeah, should be good.
Should be a good one.
I wanted to ask you, now I can ask you here, because I think I tried to get this out of you the other night. There is a number one contender match on the Raw brand.
Yeah, I don't think we have all the members announced yet.
Okay. But for sure, we know Roman Reigns is in it?
Yeah, I don't think Strowman's in it because he's already got the briefcase. He
Okay.
could be, though. I'm not sure. He totally could be in the match.
Probably
Roman
the
Reigns
usual
is-
suspects. Kevin Owens, Finn Balor.
Exactly. So that should be good. It just sucks, man. I said it to you the other night. It kind of sucks. Like, I've said it on these shows before. I'm down with the whole Brock Lesnar not having a lot of matches and down with the whole, the whole Brock Lesnar title reign in general. I'm not one of these people that's really against it, but I just think you got to show up sometimes, and SmackDown's giving you a title match. SmackDown's giving you title matches in 2 consecutive pay-per-views without getting anything from Raw. That I don't think is okay. I can understand not being on Raw every week, maybe showing up once a month. I understand. I don't want the belt on the show every week. I'm fine with that. But it gets to a point where this is out of hand. Your opinion?
Yeah, you know how I feel about it. Like, I get it if, we don't see him every week on Raw. I'm cool, dude. Even if they want to give AJ some time and let him do his thing, we don't need to see him every single week on the show. I like that. I've been thinking about this actually lately. Like, your main champion doesn't have to be there every week.
No.
But they should be at every pay-per-view defending the title at least.
I don't even mind if they miss one every now and again, but 2 in a row is where I start to...
Yeah, well, it's big money, Brock. Like, I'm not surprised, I'm not
and
surprised.
I get it.
I'm
Like,
not-
again, back to me listening to Wade Keller. Like, somebody, I don't know if it was him or a fan or a guest or something, but somebody, what do they expect? Is Brock, it might not have even been Wade Keller. I don't know what show it was, but is
It
Brock...
was the soup, I know what you're talking
Yeah, it was the suit. What is he going to walk in and say, oh, this one's on the house. I'm just going to work tonight for free, Vince. I was in town tonight in Ohio, and I figured I'd show up, and you could throw me in the main event. Like, fuck no. He's signed to a contract that says he's going to show up 7 times. He's going to fucking show up 7 times.
Yeah. Well,
That I get. It's the 7 times to begin with. You know what I mean?
I know,
they think that's all right.
I know in the past, like last year, they had worked in dates around the contract, just, kind of offering him more money.
It was more. He was around more. This is, like I said, I don't remember how many pay-per-views in a row we had, but I mean, it didn't feel as bad because you had a SmackDown and then a Raw.
Yeah.
But they were twice or every fucking 2 weeks last year. It was ridiculous how many pay-per-views we had. I prefer the way it is now, even though they're splitting up the, joint pay-per-views.
Well, yeah, with the new Lesnar contract, I guess he's just... It's kind of like
he's
the
only
first...
signed his next match. He's signed to a 1-match deal, SummerSlam. That's what I know. That's what I've seen. I don't wanna quote that, but yeah, apparently his match is SummerSlam. 1 match. He's probably going to lose the belt, which sucks, kind of, because it's going to happen. Like, I wish they did more.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that though. Like, I don't know if we know, because I think going into WrestleMania, we all thought he was going to lose the belt.
Yeah, they could swerve us again.
So I'm not banking on that. No pun intended about the Money in the Bank briefcase, which I want to get into. I mentioned something to you about...
You want to get back on the
well, just the
Strowman?
fact of Strowman and cashing in and what's going to go down here? Are we going to get Roman and Brock again one more time at SummerSlam? The 2 big men clashing.
I do. I think...
A 5-star classic at SummerSlam.
I don't know, man. I honestly think we might... I think we might get that the Roman and Brock again. I think Roman might win this number 1 contenders and beat Brock, and then maybe Strowman will cash in on him that night. And you have...
Do you have a cricket?
Roman,
Do you have a cricket sound effect?
You have a...
I'm just kidding.
I might, but you have Roman winning the belt, and then Strowman cashing in, and then Strowman closes the show holding up the briefcase just the way they want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you think?
Well, I told you
what do you think?
I would like for Braun Strowman to go to Brock Lesnar's door. I would like him to just kick in Brock Lesnar's door and with a ref, cash in, have the match right there, and just win the belt. Just take it off this guy. Just get it off him. Send Braun to the fucking ranch. Let him take the belt off Brock in his house.
Bro, we talked about this before. WWE is not TNA. They're not going to send...
What does that mean?
They're not going to send...
What's wrong with TNA?
Well, it's a company... Rest in peace, TNA. It's a company that's not even around anymore. But, I don't mean to piss all over your idea, but I mean, I'm going to piss all over your idea.
Not a fan?
No, it's like... No. I don't even know how to explain it in the sense, they're just... WWE's not like that. If they were to do something like that, they're going to send a huge camera and it's going to be an Ultimate Deletion production type thing. And second of all, Brock ain't having that.
Well, it's not going to be in his actual house. It's going to be a setting.
How much you paying Brock for that? Or is he not even going to be there?
They can do.
Are you just going to have it so Braun comes into this house?
That should happen. That would be great. I could totally see that happening. Yeah, Braun Strowman shows up and Brock is nowhere to be found. Maybe Braun just goes in the house and fucks shit up. Kind of like when Brock Lesnar went to WWE headquarters and fucked up all Triple H's shit. Maybe now it's, the other way around.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he's not going to be there.
Yeah, and Braun could go in there and rip his fucking UFC belt off the wall and all his other awards and...
Texas Longhorns and...
There you go.
I'm sure he's got some of those on the wall.
And take a big crap in his bed.
Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty good Money in the Bank talk.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to end part one there.
Yeah, we'll end it there.
All right, we'll do it up then. Thanks for checking out part one of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling LookBack. And don't forget to check us out on Twitter, like I said, at PWLookBack. We'll be back for part two of the Roundtable soon. All right, we're back for round two of the Roundtable, part two of the Roundtable. Sitting in with Don, and we got a special guest coming to us on the phone. Once I get him up here, I got the music off.
Actually, I just wanted to inform young millionaire, young money, young moolah, whatever you want to call him, many aliases. Today it's the Heartbreak Kid, Don Michaels.
Don Michaels is on the show. You're here with us, Younger. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right, we got you in on the show. A little live call-in.
By the way, shout out to Donovan with the sick-ass name there. That's unbelievable. I think that's the best one yet so far.
Yeah, it definitely is one of the best ones he's done. Thanks for joining us on location.
No problem.
It's pretty cool to get you on like this. But, we just wanted to we gave our thoughts in part one of Money in the Bank, and we wanted to get yours in too as well. What did you think of the show, and maybe give me your thoughts on the two Money in the Bank winners?
The show in general. The show was very surprising, actually. Surprising meaning, I guess, with the whole Alexa Bliss situation, I thought for sure they were going to keep that going just for a little while. Didn't know that actually a girl on the Raw side, the woman on the Raw side was actually going to win. I actually thought it was going to be another SmackDown opponent because I actually thought that Carmella was going to lose to Asuka, and then someone from SmackDown, whoever won, Natalya or Naomi or Becky Lynch or Charlotte, I thought one of them was going to come down and going to beat Asuka and then take the belt immediately. That's what I actually thought was going to happen because I just don't think that Carmella was going to go on that run for a while. I thought it was going to be a short run.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, obviously they see something out of her, so that was very surprising. Overall, with the show though, it was very, very like I said, it was very, very surprising. It was very exciting too at the same time. A couple matches I was pissed off about. I thought for sure the Good Brothers, you know what I mean? The Good Brothers, two sweet brothers. I thought for sure they were going to take that tag team titles.
Yeah, it sucks that they put that on the pre-show too, eh?
Especially for a title match. It's like they don't even give a fuck about any of those four. So
Yeah.
that kind of pissed me off. I don't know if it's like they want to try to get viewers to watch the pre-show, but that's kind of lame, you know.
No, totally, man. I couldn't agree more with that. It was not
Guy side.
Yeah, the men's match. Were you happy with Braun? We kind of discussed in part 1 how Braun just didn't need it. It wasn't that we didn't want him to win or we didn't think he didn't deserve it or anything like that. It was more just he didn't need that briefcase. You could have given that to somebody else to kind of build him up. I don't know if you feel the same, but
For sure. I agree with that, but I think it's about time, to be honest. Like, they've been pushing this guy for so long.
yeah.
And, like, they're just not giving him any credit for anything. I don't know what it is. Like, I know what you're trying to say, though, because, like, he really doesn't need the fucking thing. Like, you know, people are still going to tune into this 7-foot fucking giant. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
People
And
like that shit.
we kind of
So,
talked a
but
little bit about that off air. Just superstars in general. He's definitely one of those guys. You know, if you ran into him at the supermarket, you're gonna. What does this guy do for a living? You know what I mean?
Oh, Hondo, yeah. He would shit on you, for sure. But
But
I
yeah,
wouldn't even say hi.
do you think?
If I knew he was a wrestler.
He would shit on you. I told you he'd take a dump in Brock Lesnar's bed.
Oh, big time.
Oh,
You wouldn't
man.
even do it in the ring. You'd be like, I'm showing up at your house. I'm taking a big dump in your fucking bed.
There
I'm
you-
going to win the belt right there.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
Nick, you got to throw him my idea. You got to tell him.
Oh fuck! Well, no, you tell him. Don had this whole idea that they should film Braun going to Brock's house and just destroying a bunch of shit, and I said that's very TNA. But
Classic Randy Orton and Triple H right there.
That would be dope.
Classic.
yeah,
Classic.
yeah. But what about the
Braun
the
through
briefcase
window.
itself? yeah. Do you think he'll cash in anytime soon? Do you think he'll do
He
a straight
had
cash in, or do you think he'll?
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. And if it's not SummerSlam, they're going to trick us and do it on like Monday Night Raw or something when Brock shows up.
That I
But
would
I
would
think it's
almost prefer
SummerSlam.
something like that. Do you think if they do it at SummerSlam, it'll be a straight cash in, like he'll ask for a match, or he'll wait for whoever the number 1 contender is to do the match?
I think it's going to be either, to be honest. I can't even tell you about that. I don't know if he's going to wait till the opponent's weak and then come down and be like, fuck off, like I'm going to win this belt now, or I'm going to be a man and I'm the monster among men type of thing, and I'm going to do it fair and square, because technically he doesn't really need to beat anybody. Yeah, well, he can beat anybody even if they're fucking good to go.
Either way,
So, even
you
if they're
think he's going to walk away with the title?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Kinda, yeah. I just
yeah.
that's what I'm
Oh, yeah.
getting from what you're saying. Like, you're not
For
as
sure.
worried about how he's going to cash it in, and more
No,
worried
no,
about him
No.
walking away with the belt.
no. He deserves it.
Totally,
He deserves it. It's time.
totally, man.
Fucking time.
Any other thoughts on the pay-per-view?
I just found out that news today about Sami Zayn. I don't know if that happened.
Yeah,
with
we
his
haven't even
injury.
talked about that on the show yet. Sami Zayn having shoulder surgery. I think they said they was kind of managing,
rotator
I would
cuffs.
say, both shoulders.
Two rotator cuffs apparently.
Yeah, and he got surgery on one of them and hoping he's back for Mania 35 build. That seems like a while.
Mania 35 and comes out as El Generico.
Wouldn't that be something, eh?
Oh, I would shit everywhere. I'd take a big shit just like Braun would do right in Brock's bed. I'd take a big shit, big time.
Oh, fuck, Younger. I love your input on the show. It's great. I love it.
All day,
I love
baby.
it.
All day. This is awesome. I love doing it like this. Shout out to all the players. PWLookBack, what's up? It's
Yeah.
your boy.
Don't forget, check out Younger on Twitter, too, at ZJVY93.
Yeah, follow me, guys. I only have 85 followers, so I want to bump that up. Really want to bump that up.
Trying to get it out. You need the hashtags, man. I don't know what it is. I've had my Twitter for a long time. I made my Twitter back in high school, so I've had mine
No,
for
I don't blame you.
quite a
I
while.
could
How
literally
many,
just
how
put
many
like
do you have?
You probably got more than me, Don, but you're out here with the fucking rap music. I don't know if we went across.
No, it's not that.
platforms,
It's the
but-
fact that I'm the Heartbreak Kid, Don Michaels, is what it is.
Oh my!
Don't
This is
forget.
what I got to deal with live. It's a good thing Younger's.
But you also got to deal with like people around the world that are going to look at your shit. Like, so if I'm going to put a hashtag in, it probably wouldn't even make any sense. I'd be like watching WrestleMania 35 right now. Hashtag fuck. People are going to fucking click that. 'cause,
You gotta
people wanna
switch
know what
those.
fuck is.
You gotta
So-
hashtag the WrestleMania and not hashtag the
too.
fuck.
But people are gonna be like, oh, this guy said hashtag fuck. All right, what the fuck's up with him? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. People are fucked. So like, who knows?
Yeah. No,
Who
for
knows?
sure. Is there anything else you wanted to pitch into the look back for from the pay per view or anything else kind of going on?
Ask him about Dolph. I want to know his opinion on the whole Dolph thing.
Yeah. Dolph winning the Intercontinental title on Monday Night Raw this week. We haven't even dove into that yet
We
either.
all know McIntyre's taking that belt by at least Extreme Rules or SummerSlam.
Yeah,
But
I'm
was-
hoping maybe
it was
closer to
interesting.
SummerSlam, but
It was interesting how he lost. He won, against Seth. I didn't think they were going to do that just yet
yeah.
for some reason. I don't know. I thought like he would have beat Dolph. McIntyre would have came out the next week. He would have fought him, and then he would have beat both, and then something would have happened at Extreme Rules where Dolph would end up winning.
Yeah, I guess the shock factor is what they're going for, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked. I don't know, but he's awesome. Like I don't mind Dolph at all.
No.
He deserves it. I can't believe he's 40 years old.
Is he
Which is
actually?
nuts. Yeah, he's 40, 39 or 40 years old.
I
if
seen
I'm
him
not
tweet the
mistaken.
other day, and he had a picture of him holding up the title, and it said, "Wrestling's the 5th best thing I do."
What are the other?
I don't know, comedy and everything else he does. He's
What are the
fucking.
other
He's
five?
he's a regular Don fucking Heartbreak Michaels over here.
Oh God,
The
that's amazing.
the multi-platform. Hey, you
That's
know what
literally
though?
the best
People
name in
got to
the
do
world.
what they got to do. Shout out
Yeah,
to
Don,
Dolph.
that's got to be your new wrestling name when you come out to the ring.
Oh fuck.
Instead of the HBK, it's the DBK.
Just a rip off of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, just a straight rip off.
Oh God, Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think I don't know. It's been good having you on, man. This is fucking cool. We'll definitely do this again. We got to get you back in studio, if that's what this is.
It's a studio.
And don't people realize where we are? But yeah, that's fine.
Oh man, but yeah.
Tell them now. Just tell them now. We're in a shed. For fuck's sake, all right? We're in a shed. We representing.
Well,
okay,
hey,
we doing this.
give it more credit.
Right.
It is a shed technically, but we got heat out here. We're good.
We can live out here.
Great,
you know
great
what I'm saying?
acoustics.
Yeah, great acoustics. We got good acoustics, and you're on the phone here with us, so
That's fucking awesome.
it's good,
Oh,
man.
you listeners, that's right. Okay, that's how we do.
Thanks for coming
But
on,
yeah.
bro. Fucking
No problem. I'll be on there soon.
at ZJVY93. Everybody get at him. 80 followers. He needs to get that up.
83, actually, asshole.
It's okay. I'm only at like 200, so it's not really.
Yeah, only at 200. Get the fuck out of here.
It's peanuts compared to.
I'm not here to brag, guys. I'm not.
Buddy, I want to get the PWLookBack followers up. So everybody that's listening to this, follow that one at PWLookBack. Thanks for joining us, younger.
One.
What was that?
Thanks, guys.
The most important one, he said.
Oh yeah, the most important. All right, young. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right. Thanks very much for having me on.
All right, bro.
Have a good one.
Peace.
All right. See ya.
Too sweet. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Getting a young dog on for a call.
Oh yeah. Quickly, I just wanted to throw a quick shout out to Jag because I was credited for the.
I don't know about if anybody heard that, but sorry.
It's okay.
we're having some technical.
I don't want to take
difficulties.
all
We
the
got
credit for the Money in the Bank pass winners. Jag, he pitched that idea to us, and we're definitely trying to get Jag back on the show soon as well. Maybe we'll call in next time, get him here.
Yeah,
and get him
Jag.
live.
Jag was a member of the Armageddon Look Back or
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series 2002, where we look back at the first ever Elimination Chamber. That's on the channel.
What about
Check that out too
yeah, great
at the
great show.
YouTube channel or at the website Pro Wrestling LookBack.
Yeah, actually go
.wordpress.com.
go watch the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's the best
And,
way
yeah.
for our look back shows. Is I would recommend if you have the network and you have the time, sit down, watch the pay per view, and then I don't know, listen to our look back while you sit in your driving simulator as I would do, or play a game or unload the dishwasher or whatever the hell it is. We thank you for that. But
Yeah.
what do you want to get into? Thanks again, Younger. That was really cool.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
definitely something we'll be doing more of. But part 2, what do you want to dive into? Any SmackDown talk?
What's going on?
We had the Gauntlet match. Did you enjoy the Gauntlet match?
I did. I actually mentioned to you, me and you were watching SmackDown together this week, and I'd mentioned I'm probably just gonna. I don't tune into Raw all the time, but SmackDown I can do. It's nice.
What's
short.
the difference? Is it the 2 hours?
Yes, and there's definitely, well, at least this week there was more wrestling. Obviously with the Gauntlet match, like that's great. I just love to watch good in-ring work.
Those long matches like that?
Yeah, Big E, man, good for him. He put on quite the performance against DB. I really enjoyed that
part of the
it.
match. Yeah.
And Samoa Joe and Bryan, obviously the chemistry is fucking there for those guys. And the Miz, we all know he's doing like that was awesome. That Gauntlet match was great.
No, I totally agree. It was a good match. It was a good way to end the show the way they had it in the last third of the show.
What did you think about the whole the Bludgeon Brothers coming back for Daniel Bryan? Is this gonna maybe tie into something?
Well, clearly the Cass thing they knew was going on since they got him involved. I mean, if Cass was sticking around, I'm sure Cass would have been the one to come and screw him over, not the Bludgeon Brothers. I don't know where that's going to lead. I'd like to see them together. I think that'd be kind of cool and different.
Who, Bryan and the
Bludgeon
brothers?
Boys.
Well, they're all former Wyatt members.
Yeah, how long was he in the Wyatt family, though, really?
DB?
Yeah.
A few weeks. Longest, maybe a month. Maybe a month at longest. It was
lackluster.
Yeah, it was probably a couple weeks. But it was a cool visual. Obviously, because he had the beard and he fit right in. He put on the suit like Eric Rowan and everything. It was cool.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's something I would recommend you look back at.
Yeah, maybe we will have to do a look back at one of the shows that they had their matches. Maybe they had one pay-per-view together. Like, did they have matches together on a pay-per-view?
As a team, no. They might have done more stuff on a Raw. I know the feud like ended at a Royal Rumble. I believe it was the same Rumble that like Bryan was probably not included in.
The Rey Mysterio one?
Yeah, but he was the opening match on the card.
Well, not Rey Mysterio. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wanted to ask you something random.
Totally off topic from SmackDown. Or
SmackDown, yeah.
That's what the roundtable's all about, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
this is literally random pro wrestling topic discussion. So,
well,
opinion discussion.
We the other night randomly threw on old Backlash.
Yeah, what was that? Backlash 99?
Yeah.
I wish I would have taken notes like for a proper look back style, but I think we were.
It's okay.
I had too many beers or something.
It was good sometimes to just watch the.
Oh, for sure.
Would you? How do you feel about the hardcore title? Like, would you want to see the hardcore title in today's WWE, or just like how do you feel about that? Or
I don't know how much it works in a PG era.
Yeah,
that's the first off. That's just the first thing that comes to mind is I don't know how well you can do that belt in a PG era. Secondly, yes and no. Yes, in the sense that the matches would be entertaining and it would be cool to do the kind of stuff that you could do with a hardcore match, but I feel like it just fits in the Attitude Era, and it's hard for me to explain it in an audio pod like this way, but I just feel like it fits too well with the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make as much sense.
Yeah, with the violence and the blood. I get where you're
Not
going.
even the violence. I mean the 24-hour thing.
Well, it doesn't have to be 24 hours because it wasn't always that way. Like the show we watched, it wasn't 24 hour.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, not always. That was later on. Crash Holly.
Who had it anyway when we watched the show?
Oh
no, Hardcore
Holly had it. Al Snow ended up taking it off of him.
Okay, well, I mean, without the 24-hour thing, maybe.
Yeah.
I always thought it was always 24-hour. I'm learning that live on the show right now, but maybe without it, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't need that many more titles in WWE right now, and frankly, if you're gonna add titles, sorry, Mike D, shout out to him. But give me some women's tag titles. That's what I want the most right now. If you're gonna add titles to, give me women's tag titles. That's what I want.
The only reason I would probably vote a hardcore title over that is because like I think it's good for these like guys who aren't really doing fuck all. Like that's really what the hardcore title did for so many. Like it helped guys out who weren't doing shit.
Like who would you put?
Well, Hardcore Holly.
No. I mean now.
Oh, now.
Like from Raw or SmackDown. Who's like if that title? Let's say Raw because it's a 3-hour show. Let's say they got an extra title. They keep the Intercontinental title. They keep the women's title.
Easy.
Give me some people.
Dean Ambrose, I would book as
That's how low you're putting him?
No, but I'd book him as my probably first hardcore champion. I'd probably set something up and let him steer the ship to begin with. But then you could have what? Does that not interest
Dean
you?
Ambrose is higher than that, man. I'm sorry. I was thinking the other day that if Dean Ambrose comes back and he doesn't challenge for the heavyweight title, I think people will be pissed. I'm not even a big Dean Ambrose fan, and I think I'll be pissed. If he comes back and he's challenging for an Intercontinental title or no jips to those titles,
I'm just saying he's a guy I would want to.
People will lose their shit. Like, you got to capitalize on that shit. When somebody's gone like that for that long, and I'm not saying because it hasn't happened yet, but if they don't at least have him challenge, he can
I don't look
lose.
at Dean. I don't look at Dean Ambrose though as like.
And you like him. I'm not even a big Dean
I
Ambrose fan, but I look at him in that way. I think it's because I seen his full title run, and I know you did too.
He'll get a
but
good reaction, but like, what was he really?
It's
doing
the being
before,
the away
before,
thing, man. Remember
before
when
he
Seth
left,
was gone?
Before he left, what was he doing? He was in a tag with Seth, and they weren't really doing. I don't know, what were they doing?
Doesn't fucking matter, man. What was Seth Rollins doing before he left?
He was the champion
against Kane, and no one liked
but
him.
he was the WWE champion.
And everyone was talking how it was horrible, and they hated his
but still,
monologue.
he was the champ.
Yeah, but Dean was the champ for a while.
He was, but I'm just saying, even Seth, I don't want to. I'm trying to stick on the. I guess he's a top level guy, but I don't see anything wrong with him knowing his character. You know, wacky, fucking hardcore kind of Dean.
Wacky Dean.
But he has that background. Like, he fits that role. Do you know what I'm saying? In that sense. Like a Mick Foley fit that role.
I totally agree. I just think at this time right now, I don't think it works.
Like Mick Foley.
I think when he was around before he got hurt, yeah. I just think when he's coming back right now, you got to get him somewhere in that.
Well, I'm not saying like bring him back and give him a hardcore title.
Okay.
I'm just
yeah,
if we're booking the hardcore division.
Sorry, I'm getting heated.
Yeah, chill.
Fuck. This guy's telling me to chill.
I just think Dean Ambrose. I'm a Dean Ambrose fan, but I don't think he's like he's not the needle mover, man. And I don't like who is though these days, right?
Roman Reigns moves needles, maybe not the right way, but he moves them.
Okay, here. I don't know if I look like AJ. I think even AJ, like I look at him like, you know, WWE title, main event. Dean Ambrose, yeah, he's been to the dance, but I don't know if I necessarily like you could bump him. They would bump him down to a tag, like he was doing the tag stuff before he left.
I don't know, man. Who, AJ? Like,
what is he, upper mid? Like, what is Dean Ambrose? I don't know.
What are you trying to get at though? Like,
well, Dean, I guess now.
Dean, like I said, I think the fact that he's been
look
gone,
at him as main event status,
not
right?
all the time though, but right now, yes. I want to get back to this hardcore title thing though, because Dean, yes, he could challenge for the hardcore title, but I want to hear some other people that you think can challenge for the hardcore title today.
I would just
like,
say
I was thinking more like Bo Dallas type people.
No, for sure.
Maybe not right now because they're in the tag team, but like Goldust or like, I mean, I know he was challenging for the title back in
what's his name?
2000, but
No Way Jose. Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's good for these guys.
I agree with that.
The reason I threw Dean Ambrose, though, I'm just saying, like, his character-wise, like, he fits that. I'm sure he'd love to do something
totally.
like that.
You know what? I mean, we went off on quite a tangent for a while, but, like, I agree. Dean Ambrose, easily hardcore champion. But to me, right now, when he comes back,
I wouldn't.
In 2018,
I wouldn't bring him back and just do some random.
He's got to go to that.
Titles.
He's got to go to that, the top.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Where were we before the hardcore title thing? I don't even know how we got.
We were just shooting the shit.
That's pretty much what the round table is.
But quick about, I just want to wrap up the Dean thing. Before, like,
we might have to wrap up the whole show soon.
Yeah. We'll end it with this, with the Dean Ambrose talk.
Yeah.
We won't dive too deep into the hardcore booking today.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We didn't think we'd be talking about the hardcore title this long.
But yeah, no, Dean Ambrose, when he comes back, I don't know if I really want to see him. I just hope they don't do something with him and Roman, because I just don't think it makes sense if we're just going to have it Roman be Roman, and Dean's obviously going to get cheered when he comes back. So I don't know if you want to go the heel Dean Ambrose route or babyface Dean Ambrose route, but
I think that they should go the heel route, personally.
But then he's got to stay the fuck away from Roman Reigns.
I was just about to say, it depends on Roman Reigns, but you know how they are. Like, I mean, even me, I've gotten to the point where, like, I've accepted it. They just look at him as a babyface, and we just have to pretend or just ignore.
I just don't want to see Dean doing heel things and Roman playing. Like, I'd rather have Dean attack Seth.
For the Intercontinental title, that's what I'm saying.
Or something.
I guess that would be okay. I shouldn't complain.
Just because, like, Seth is a guy who he'll get cheered, you know, and Dean could get heat. But against Roman, it's like,
Oh no, Dean will get heat against Seth. If he fucks over Seth or shows up and he
but
I
put
totally agree.
Roman Reigns in the ring with the fucking bucket of piss. You know, people are gonna fucking cheer for the bucket of piss over Roman Reigns.
That's a good one.
So I don't want to see Dean Ambrose come back and go after Roman. I agree with you putting him in the main scene.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. But he's got to go after a guy who's actually beloved.
Yeah, man. No, I totally agree. I think it's a good point to make, and yeah.
Yeah, someone along the lines like a Finn Balor, obviously Seth Rollins. These guys get just cheered.
Exactly.
I know it's hard nowadays in such a gray world of wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
We don't like what is a heel, what is it? It's weird now, but
and that saddens me, but I don't know. That's
Yeah,
for another show.
you and me both. We'll get to that next time. That's a great topic.
Yeah, maybe next time on the roundtable. But thanks for checking out the roundtable, guys. This has been fun.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Too many Fs.
But yeah, check us out at PWLookBack, Gmail at PWLookBack, ProWrestlingLookBack at gmail.com is what I meant to say.
Yep.
ProWrestlingLookBack.wordpress.com. Yeah, we keep it all in here. Like I said, we don't edit anything out. We keep it all. Check out me on Twitter, Formula One, Star Wars, Pro Wrestling. That's all you're going to find there. SCELSA. Maybe some occasional thoughts, quotes. Who knows?
Thoughts like women? Like that's what they were calling though. Is that what you mean by that?
I don't know. Like my thoughts.
No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, so my Twitter is at New School Money. Just a lot of random ass shit there. So feel free to give a follow. But most importantly, hit up the Pro Wrestling Lookback Twitter.
Yeah, at
And
PW Lookback Twitter and Instagram. Check those both out. Thanks again, Younger, for checking out joining us. Checking in is what I meant to say. And joining us again. And we'll do more of that. I'm sure we'll get him back in the studio /shed for another episode. And check out his Twitter at ZJVY93. And Mike D, when he gets back on, check out his Twitter too at MXKEXD.
Yes, yeah. Mike, we are going to do a best of Ricochet show.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Get you in here.
Yes.
I don't know what we got to do. We're going to get you in
We're
here.
going to get him best of PWG, best of Ricochet, something. We're getting him back, though. That's for sure. And, yeah, I think we'll definitely be doing more of these. And the roundtables are fun. And, yeah, at PW Lookback. Don't forget
to stay classy.
And I'm Nick.
I'm Donovan.